Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 276 and it's October 3rd, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1959 horror film, The Mummy. Now, in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before, and then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film, or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1959 horror film movie poster to The Mummy. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a pretty funny and interesting movie poster. I say funny because there's a mummy on this movie poster and there is a lightning bolt going through it. I don't know if this is going to be something sort of like Frankenstein in any way, or if this mummy just inherited the powers of DC's The Flash. I'm going to say that The Flash does not make an appearance in this movie, but it does seem to have similar characteristics of what happened to one Barry Allen. Just made a DC Flash reference in a movie review. It's pretty funny. I'm just gonna say that. You got a mummy here, looking like he's going somewhere to do some kind of destruction, and you got a lightning bolt. Just on the movie poster itself, I want to go see this film. I have to know what happens to this character because you get a post every now and then that makes you want to go see the movie, but not in a more serious or action-packed way, but in something like funny like this. I find it funny, and I think it's going to be interesting to watch. I just can't wait to sit down and enjoy the 1959 horror film, The Mummy. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch The Mummy. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching The Mummy, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I don't tell you any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the movie's plot either. Why? Well, because I don't want to ruin your chance at watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching the 1959 horror film The Mummy as well, I wouldn't want anyone to spoil the film for me by telling me any major spoilers about the movie or tell me anything about the movie's plot either. Now, in case you've previously seen the 1959 horror film The Mummy previously, then please feel free to substitute The Mummy for another film of your choosing. This way you can enjoy a film for a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. And the best part about that is it doesn't even have to be in the genre of horror films. Pick whichever genre you feel suitable for your needs and viewing pleasure. Now, after saying all this, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1959 horror film, The Mummy, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1959 horror film, The Mummy, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that The Mummy is a good movie. And I say it's a good movie because I really felt that there are more pros in this film than there are cons. And I say that because one of the great pros in this film is the costume for The Mummy. I'm not addressing the makeup because that's one of the cons. But the overall costume for this mummy is really cool and really great to see. Other positive things for the film is basically the production for the movie. It really gives that sort of feeling of Egypt and what it's like to go in and see a mummy's, like, I don't want to say ruins or like caves or anything like that, but where a mummy's buried. It gives like the hieroglyphics on the wall, the cool fancy statues, and so on and so forth. It gives you that nice nostalgia feeling, as the early mummy films do. However, although the production is cool, the mummy's costume is cool, there are some things in this movie that make the film fall. And that's basically the overall story of the film itself. Now, I'm not going to say the film is boring. It is not. It's just not that interesting. I'm going to say that this is the sort of film that you would watch at school when there was really nothing to do and your teacher just popped in a VHS and you just sat there watching a movie for the day. But it's the type of film that you sit down, you watch, and you'd rather be doing something else. And it's not boring, it's just that not exciting. Like, there are fight scenes in this movie, but it's more like the fight scenes that you would see on like a Broadway play. Like that little struggle, that type of like fisticuffs, if you want to call it. There's no real great fighting scenes in this movie. And the action scenes towards anything exploding or anything, whether it's like, you know, a weapon or whatnot, is very little to none in this film. Now, I don't know if it's just my overall feeling towards films that I've seen regarding a mummy presently, like talking about the Brendan Fraser film, The Mummy, not speaking about the Tom Cruise, The Mummy film. I don't know if it's me and my interest towards that and what I've accepted into the present as a better like understanding of what the character and what goes into making a type of scary film with a character such as The Mummy, but I just didn't get it from the 1959 version. Now, although I said that is a con, the makeup for The Mummy itself, in my opinion, is pretty bad. I'm not saying that it's like overall terrible, I'm just saying it's pretty bad. You see, there's an up-close shot of the mummy in this movie, and when that camera goes up close to the mummy to see its headshot, basically, I don't know whether it's makeup on his face or if someone just took dirt and mud and just stuck it on him. I don't know. In some parts, it looks like there's just like dirt just mounted together to the face. It looks like moss on a person's face growing. It doesn't look like decay. It doesn't look like, you know, a zombie in any way. It just falls flat. And I didn't appreciate that. This film had a lot of potential in my experience because I really think that the mummy character in itself should be one of the frightening type characters in it. And I really would have liked to have seen more spells in the film itself, although there are some in the movie. I really just think that the essence of more magic in a way could have played it really well in this film. Would I recommend this film to a family member or friend? No, I don't think so. Would I watch the film again? I would, but not right now. I'd probably watch it in the future, somewhere down the line. Now, if you liked today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it. Give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1959 horror film The Mummy and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film. You're watching this review to hear someone's opinion about it. You're going to go watch the film after watching this review and then come back and write something. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. Right down there. And as you're doing that, see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to A Movie a Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 277 of A Movie a Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 1961 horror film Curse of the Werewolf. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 277 and the 1961 horror film The Curse of the Werewolf. I will see you tomorrow.